Dear student, I'm really happy to be here again with you all to discuss about another topic on Zen therapy. In the principles and techniques of psychotherapy, we were discussed in many components, and today I'm going to talk about another important topic in that course, Zen therapy. As you all know, that therapy is nothing but a treatment for the illness or disease of the person, and psychotherapy is the treatment and illness for the behavioral issues, cognitive issues, and emotional issues. So that we can say that psychotherapy. Psychotherapy has different therapy approaches are there, and there are many alternative and contemporary approaches also emerging. And one of the ancient technique we can say that Zen meditation. Meditation has different branches, different modalities. So one of the modalities is Zen meditation, and Zen meditations are used as an therapy. They are called as Zen therapy. It's a kind of therapy. It encourages self-understanding through prolonged meditation. When we do the meditation, we can understand that who we are and what are the strengths and what are the weaknesses of ours. And the person who is taking up this Zen therapy, some of them, and the therapists who suggested this therapy to the people with a different history of psychological vulnerability, such as emotional problem and mental disorder, and the Zen therapy is not effective. But a person who is in normal state, and if they take up this Zen therapy, they can get more benefit. That's why we can come to an understanding that Zen therapy will help the person leads to the wellness component. Okay, and we will see some other inputs regarding the Zen therapy. So Zen therapy includes two important components. One is Zen Buddhism. Buddhism, you all know that. Zen Buddhism concept, it is in the philosophy used in Zen Buddhism, and another one is existentialism. Existentialism alone as a dedicated therapy, and this Zen therapy combine these two philosophies, and it helps the person to understand their inner self. And when we look at this Zen therapy, there are people are here without knowing the meaning of their life. Okay, and the purpose of the life, finding meaning in our life, to know about those things, and when we practice this Zen meditation and Zen therapy, we can able to understand that what is the purpose. When we are aware about ourselves and we know that this is the purpose, we are here, and we will do better for the society. And we have to understand that when we practicing these times, when we adjust ourselves, we can able to come out from the many of the symptoms. Okay, through meditation, and you all know that we are having the inner voice, the intuition we are having. Okay. These intuition, the inner voice, when we hear the positivity, that means we are having the positive components. And when you have the negative component, these inner voices can be altered, it can be changed, it can be aligned to the positive side, progressive side. When we do that, there are many components we can enhance in a person. One is a spiritual component, cognitive, affective, and behavioral component, the holistic. That's why when you look at the definition of World Health Organization, health is not merely absence of disease. Health is beyond that. So what are the components are there? It includes psychological, emotional, social, and spiritual well-being of an individual. So when we practice this Zen therapy, it ensures all the components. And as I said, Zen therapy is nothing but an Zen meditation. It is otherwise also called Zazen. Okay. We have to understand that the word Zen itself that comes from Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist psychology. The main goal, the main objectives of this Zen therapy or Zen meditation is to regulate our attention. I think many of the people will say that I couldn't concentrate my attention. I'm having the problem in my attention. But when you look at these, the people who are practicing Zen meditation, they can able to focus better attention. They may free from that attention problems. Sometimes it may call as like metacognition, you are thinking about the thinking. So Zen meditation is nothing but thinking about the thinking also. There is a term, name is there. And people, there are, as you all know that there are different poses other than the meditation. Okay, there are lotus position. When you sit like a lotus position, the leg crossed. And it creates focus in their attention internally, inwards. This is the one set of people who are practicing Zen meditation are saying that. There are another set of practitioners or mentors or coach, what they are saying that, and the people who are practicing, it is a step-by-step process by counting the breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to count the breathing. That is on Zen meditation. And some people are merely saying that you just watch your breathing, you need not be counting at all. So there are different inputs or different definitions are there for Zen meditation. So we have to accept that the main focus is focus on the person to practice Zen meditation. In Zen meditation, it is considered open monitoring meditation. See, there are many meditations, it will ask us to close our eyes, but here it will be semi-open, your eyes will be there. You monitor, openly you are monitoring your meditation, what you are doing, what the things are coming. Okay, these monitoring skills are transformed into a state of reflective awareness, the broad scope of attention, and without focusing on the specific object. When you look at that, some of the meditation, they will say that you have to focus on here, you have to focus on the object, you have to focus on the light. But here, there is no such a condition I hear in this meditation and the therapy. The recent days, we all hear the term called mindfulness, which was very popular among the people who are practicing, they are looking for wellness components. Zen meditation is more or less similar to mindfulness. It helps the person to focus on the presence of the mind. Presence of the mind. And when you look at that mindfulness practices, the people who are focusing on mindfulness, they focus on the object. But Zen meditation, it's not about the object, it is a general awareness about the person as well as the surroundings. You have to understand that, as I said, there are many types of meditations out there. A loving, kind, and compassion meditations. It's a kind of meditation which focus on cultivating compassion, loving yourself, loving others. Or mantra meditation, when you are chanting mantra and you do the meditation. The people who are practicing mantra meditation, they will chant different mantras and they will focus on it. But Zen meditation, that involves increasing the awareness about ongoing physical and self-referential process. You will know that what is your physical state, your emotional state, your cognitive state, and the spiritual state. So that awareness will be increased when you practice Zen meditation. Zen meditation, the person who involved to practice, it expands, as I said, the goal, objective, the benefit out of practicing Zen meditation is that it increases the attention span of the person. When we focus and when we increase that attention, it also increases the flow of your perception. As you all know, that perception is nothing but meaningful interpretation to the sensation which you have received from the different sensory organs. And the perception clarity will be that you will less committed in the error of perception. You will not have that illusion or hallucination when you practice it. You all know that the people who are having that severe mental health problem, there is an hallucination will be very high among the people, and they are having that illusion also. But here, when you practice, and that flow of perception will be increased, so you are free from that illness, and you will have the clear thought. There are some people, when you ask them, I'm having only negative thought recently. I couldn't change my negative thoughts. But here, the person who practice Zen meditation or Zen therapy, they are having the clear thought what they need to be having in their mind. And when you look at that, the emotions, they balance their emotions, and it doesn't mean that they are not having the negative emotions. They have negative emotions, but they give more importance to the positive emotions. And they know about the subjective awareness about them, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual component. And they know about who is there, what is the strength, what is the weakness. And all these details will be known to the person who is practicing Zen meditation. When you look at the person who is practicing meditation, most of the time their eyes are closed. There are different forms of meditations are there, but here in the Zen meditation or Zen therapy, it is insisted that you need not to close your eyes completely. Semi-open, you can make it. Semi-closed. Here, when the person practicing Zen meditation, the people who are practicing, they dismiss any thought they pop up into their minds. There are different thoughts will come, am I right? And essentially think about nothing. Here, they will not think about anything. They whatever thought they come, they will just move away and they focus only here. Over a time, they learn how to keep their mind from wandering and may even be able to tap into the unconscious mind. When they practice these things, when they are able to control that unwanted thoughts, and they know that they have the control over unconscious mind. There are people, many people say that I don't know how to control my mind. And the people who are practicing Zen meditation or Zen therapy, they have the control on their subconscious and unconscious mind, which plays a vital role for your behavior and your thought, your emotions. Often the goal is to become a more aware of preconceived notion and gain insight into the oneself. Here, you, the person, will get clarity about who they are, what the potential they're having, what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, what they can do, what they cannot do. All the clarity and the awareness the person can gain when they practice Zen meditation. Researchers are very clearly mentioned that there are wide range of benefit out of practicing Zen therapy or Zen meditation. As we all know that when you practice this, your physical health will be improved. And you can see there is an free from that illness other component. And not only that, your wellness components will be increased when you practice Zen meditation. Your clarity of thought will be high. Cognitive process will be very high. And you will be very good in social components. You will be very good at social, spiritual component. And you will strike balance between emotional health. You will not focus on the negative component. You focus on the positive component. Zen meditation can be a great stress reliever, as you all know that. Whatever the meditation, if you do that, it will help us to overcome or cope that stress what we are experiencing. We have to understand that. There are many researchers who has conducted on different kind of meditation. They come to know that it has a lot of benefit when you are practicing meditation. But the researchers are not taken up on these, for example, the different types of Zen meditation, other type of meditations are there. And what kind of differences are there between these two meditations? There are many research that are not yet done. That need to be initiated for knowing that which one is best. When we do that, there is a high possibility that Zen meditation may have the more additional benefit than that existing meditation practices which are practiced by most of the people, most of the practitioners. I hope you all agree with me. And what kind of impact when a person who do the Zen therapy, Zen meditation, it will make on our brain? There are years, many years, starting from many years, there are people are trying to find out the connection between mind and body, mind-body connections. And they are interested to know about that meditation and its impact on body-mind connection. And particularly a study was conducted in the year 2008. What he has done, whether that meditation has an impact on the brain or not. He selected 12 people. And the 12 people who had an experience of practicing this Zen meditation for 3 years. Along with, he also selected 12 more participants for his experiment who are recently practicing Zen meditation. And all the people who were included in the study were underwent brain scanning and asked to focus on the breathing. They have told to all the control group is an experimental group. There are 12 set of people who having 3 years of experience in practicing Zen meditation, and another 12 people who are recently started Zen meditation. Okay, these people were asked to go for brain scanning. When they were going for brain scanning, during that time, the participants are asked to focus on the breathing. And when they were doing, occasionally, they were asked to distinguish a real word and from the nonsense word on the computer screen. So they put it a computer screen. And what they noticed that they were instructed to focus on their breathing again. focused on the breathing again. The scan which were done during that time reveals that Zen training leads to activity in a set of brain region called default network. The default network is linked to wandering minds. We are not wandering minds. And when we focus on that, the person who are experienced, they know that how to control the wandering minds. The volunteers who regularly practice Zen meditation were able to return to that breathing much faster than the people who are the novice. That means that recently they started Zen practices. And the recently started Zen practices, Zen meditation, and they had a difficulty in focusing on that breathing. So which shows that the brain function of the person will be improved when a person who practices Zen meditation or Zen therapy. The same author also concluded that a meditation may enhance the capacity to stay focused, concentration, and pay attention. And not only that, it limits distractions. There are many of the people we are having struggle to control on that, especially in the today's digital world. We are not able to focus on that. We are not able to come out from the distractions. And I would like to add a few more studies which were conducted on Zen therapy. As I said, there are many researchers who are curious to know about that, whether these practices Zen meditation help the person to perform better, whether these Zen meditation practitioners having better control over their unconscious mind. But we have to understand that unconscious mind is very vast, it is very difficult to control that, but they want to know that whether the person who are practicing Zen meditation, they have the control or not. There are many researchers who believe that knowing how to access unconscious process that could foster greater creativity among that person and help the people become more aware of what they need to do to reach their goals. In the year 2012, a study on that Zen meditation helped the people who are practicing Zen meditation. They are having the better access to their unconscious mind when compared to the people who are not practicing. And here they selected all the participants who is having that experience in Zen meditation. So one group was asked to meditate for 20 minutes. The other group was asked to read the magazines. Then all the participants were seated in a cubicles with a computer. Okay, the one set of participants, those who are practicing Zen meditation, who are having experience with Zen meditation, they asked to focus on reading magazine, and another group asked to meditate for 20 minutes. Okay, they were asked to sit in the cubicle, the computer and the cubicle. They were instructed, the people, both the group members were instructed to link 3 words presented on the screen with the 4th associated word. 3 words given, and they have to associate with the 4th word, which one is more associated. Not only that, they also were asked to type the answer as fast as possible, whether they can quickly type the answers. The individuals who meditated prior to the test, they can be able to complete the task very quickly, very faster, which demonstrated that they had a better access to the unconscious mind. That too, we have to understand that when you want to control, when you have the control over unconscious mind, you can be able to connect easily, very quickly. So this study proved that the people who practicing 20 minutes of meditation, Zen meditation or Zen therapy, that will help them to have the control of their unconscious mind, which will help them to perform better. There is another study. One group was again asked to meditate for 20 minutes. Okay. The previous study, we can see that one group were asked to meditate 20 minutes, another group asked to read. And here, the one group asked to go for Zen meditation, another group asked them to simply relax, just relax. And these 2 group members were asked 20 questions, each with 3 or 4 correct answers. Okay. For example, they may be asked to name one of the 4 seasons. 4 seasons, autumn, spring, summer, winter. However, just before seeing the questions on the computer screen, we have potential answers such as spring flash for 16 milliseconds. Okay, just 16 milliseconds. On average, the meditation group gave 6.8 answers that make the subliminal words. That is focusing on the word. That control group only matched an average of 4.9 words. 4.9 words. But the people who were meditated, they have that better performance than the people who are not, simply they're relaxing. So based on these research, what the researchers were concluded that the people who are practicing meditation are having that better access, better attention than that non-meditation people. The study author of Zen meditation, Zen therapy, he gave an insight, better insight into that what is going in our background of the brain were also explored. It not only and vividly we can see the attention is improved. What is going inside also we can able to understand. Zen meditation helps a person to better understand what the person is feeling, why they make certain decisions, and how the environment influence for making the decisions. And that could has a huge impact on their life. There are many people, they make a bad decision and they feel very sad about that. And here you can see there are a lot of benefit out of having practicing net meditation. And we have to understand that this meditation not only help for understanding or improving the brain function, exploring unconscious mind, control over that internal external component. It also helps in many treatments. There are many of the studies. Some people you may hear that hallucination. I said there is a noise may hear, and the Zen meditation if they hear and that will be improved. That's one study saying that. There is another study saying that the person with cancer patients, when they practice Zen meditation, they feel lesser pain. Okay. And when you look at that, drug abuse is a very common thing, especially the easy access to the drugs, alcohol and other drugs. And there are many people are addicted towards that. And there are many ways we can able to recover those people. And one of the ways is Zen meditation. And we have to understand that the Taiwan is a country where they have done in the year 2018 a study, the people who are addicted to drugs. Okay. And you can see there is a lot of changes we can find on the heart rate and respiration function of those people. And it also affects their autonomous nervous system. And he published in an article, he found that the people who are addicted to drug abuse, okay, and when they practice this Zen meditation, they can have the higher control over on the heart rate and respirations. Amazing finding. And I hope this is a few studies that connected this drug abuse treatment. Individuals who are recovered from the drug and they are having that autonomous nervous system. Suddenly the body cannot adjust to the new environment. Right? It needs to be a step-by-step process. But for that process, and this Zen therapy will help the person when they do these things, they can control over the breathing, they control over the heartbeat, they handle over the digestive process. In a day, we are merely practicing 10 minutes of Zen meditation, Zen therapy. It shows a significant improvement in that autonomic nervous system of the patients who are having the drug addict. It also improves the mood of the person. When the person not access to the drugs and they may be more aggressive, and when they practice, it can balance, they can improvise the mood. They have the better mood. It helps the people to come out from the drug addiction. And the people who are having the resistance also shown that better cooperation to the wellness providers. These Zen meditation help the person to improve their hypothalamus function, prefrontal lobe function, that means decision making also improve. And that will help them to overcome the addictions. And what he found that 16 out of 18 participants, they can cleansing the rejuvenation of the body and mind. They found that they can come out from that better and the better version of them. Merely practicing 10 minutes of Zen meditation. And they feel that They are not having that any kind of problem at all. That they feel more cool, calm, and peace in their mind. The researcher also found that a particular region in a brain has an impacted and that detoxification successfully done by this Zen meditation and therapy. When you used to detox from that any kind of drug abuse, alcohol abuse, even that digital detoxification also, we can use these and which were scientifically proven. How we can learn this Zen therapy? There are many ways we can learn the Zen meditation and Zen therapy. There are many audio programs out there. Online videos also we can access. Online learning programs also that you can pay, or there are many free programs also there. There are many specific self-regulated, self-learning books are available we can take up. And if you are interested, we can take up a particular tutor, a mentor, a coach for that. And you all know that the Zen meditation is very popular from the China. There are tourism which is very popular. In China, they are going there in the Buddhist temple and they are practicing the Zen meditation and coming back to the country, they are practicing it. I hope today's session about Zen therapy helpful for you, and keep in your mind that when you practice Zen meditation, it has a lot of benefit out of practicing it. Lot of benefit out of it. And Zen meditation and Zen therapy is nothing, it's not a different one, both are the same. When we use the Zen meditation for the treatment, we can say that's Zen therapy. And it has a huge impact on the holistic component. It's not a merely simple, we are free from the illness component. No. It goes and makes to the person to forward. And recently, when I was interacted with one of the psychiatrists, he told me that many of the people that, for example, clinical psychologists, psychotherapists, psychiatrists, they are working under the illness to normal state, -10 to 0. Yeah, the person having the mental health problem is -10, and they will make it -8, -6, -4, -2, -0, that normal level. But the Zen meditation not only making that the person 0 to +10. The positive approach, it helps the person to have the better, healthy practices for their life. So the learning not only keep in your mind, practice it yourself and experience the benefit out of practicing Zen therapy and pass it to the other members. All the best. We will meet in the next session. Bye-bye.